Hi, and welcome back to Mental Health with Mar. I'm Mar from Oral Media. In this episode, we have an interview with Jonah McDonald, a high school student with the mental health platform. So first off, let's start with an introduction and learn a little bit more about his platform on Instagram.
Jonah McDonald. I run a platform on social media called Jonah McD Mental Health. That's, it's something very special. I started it 4 years ago, and it basically addresses mental health issues, focusing a lot on men's mental health, but branches off into any variety of different topics, and where I do research, I learn myself, and then I share what I learn with everybody else. So I started it as only a men's mental health platform when I first started it, because I was a guy struggling with depression, and I saw all these great pages that focused a lot on women and empowering women, and that was great. But at the time, like, as a guy, I was like, I'm kind of looking for something like that for me. So I created one, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I just experimented with it, and eventually I broadened it so that it would focus on any variety of different mental health topics that I wanted to talk about.
Being a high school student and balancing a life in the arts can be very stressful and hard to balance. So let's take a look to see what Jonah does to manage his mental health.
I've learned that I need to be open about my mental health issues. I think for a while I was just hiding them, and obviously that's not going to get you very far, because when you just hide it in there, you just hope that it goes away. It never goes away. It's just going to keep building up and getting worse if you just pretend like it never happened. So I went to therapy for a little bit. I started being more openly vulnerable with my friends and with my followers on the account. I think I was just more open about, struggles I was having, mistakes I had made, and I think that actually really helped me, because I felt like I could be honest, and people would accept me for who I am, despite the struggles that I was having. I wasn't this perfect person, but that was okay.
I also asked Jonah if he has any advice for students who are struggling with their mental health. Let's look at what he said.
Don't be ashamed of it. Don't pretend like it's not there. Don't look at social media and think that everybody else has it all put together. That's just the illusion of it. We all have things that we're struggling with, and there is nothing wrong with being open about the issues that you're having. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with seeing someone, with opening up to your friends, opening up to your family. And I hope that you have friends that you feel like you can be your honest self around, and friends that will give you honest advice, and their honest opinions about where you are. I think you should really value those friendships and keep them, because those are the ones that are real. Those are the ones that are going to stick with you. I think everyone our age, especially, should keep in mind that followers, likes, comments, all these things are numbers on a screen. They are no representation of how many friends you have. And it's not about the amount. It's not about the amount of followers, the amount of friends, the amount of likes, because you're only going to have so many real, genuine friends who you can trust, and you can be there for them, and they can be there for you. Those friends are rare, and I think you should value them. Don't get caught up in those numbers. They are numbers on a screen. They mean absolutely nothing. We focus so much on them because somehow we attach our own worth to them, and it's just not the case at all. And yeah, don't be worried about a number on a screen. Focus on your life, focus on your friendships, your real human connections, because that's what's going to be important.
Jonah, for all of your insight and advice. That is all for Mental Health with More. This is the final episode of the school year, and my final episode here at Redline. Thank you all for your support, and remember, you are loved and you matter.